Hi, babe. My name is Miata. I am a certified life coach, and here we empower ourselves, grow, and we sparkle on purpose. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode. If you are new, welcome to your daily dose of sparkle. How y'all doing? How y'all feel? How y'all live? It's beautiful here. My coffee smells amazing and I'm ready to get into it. So I want to ask, how many procrastinators do we have in the room? How many? I want to know how many of y'all procrastinate and why. I want to know why you procrastinate. What is your, thoughts in your head when you're like, I'm just going to put that off. I'm not going to do that. I need a couple more days. I need a couple more minutes. I need to think about that a little bit more. I need to overthink that. So I definitely want to get into talking about procrastination today. I think it's just a love-hate topic, and it's something that we all don't want to face. It's a truth that's hitting in the back of the closet. Like, we're not going to ever bring that out. But let's kind of just look at it today. If you don't want to bring it out, we're going to look at it at least, okay? I do want to talk about, there are three different procrastination categories. So the first one is the pinball method, which you bounce around from one thing to another, not knowing how to start or tackle the task. You kind of just do this and do that and you don't complete it. And then there's the paralyzed procrastination method, where you're shying away from things that are hard. You're waiting for that perfect moment. You're kind of just judging yourself. You're thinking about what other people are going to say about you. So you kind of just stay stuck. And then the third one is the put up on paralyzation method, which it's boredom, and you believe that nothing is really just good use of your time. So you kind of just pile your list up of things. You pile it up, pile it up, pile it up, pile it up, but you never really get to it because it's just like, do I really want to do that? So it's just sitting there. It's just piling up, piling up, piling up. Your ideas are there. Your creativity is there. But the completion of it is kind of just like, okay, I'm bored with that. So I'm going to move on to something else. And so when we look at, being a procrastinator, we just think that we're kind of just, we're just putting it off. I'll finish it later, or it's something that we're not finishing. But procrastination definitely has a deeper meaning when you look at the type of procrastination that you tend to put out. It goes into your skill deficiency. You don't really know, your skill set. You're still trying to figure yourself out and what are your best skills about yourself. Then it goes into self-sabotage. You're not feeling like you're good enough to even do anything. You kind of stay on the surface level. You do the bare minimum of things because you're really self-sabotaging yourself, just to putting in your mind and overthinking it that you're not good enough. And then it's the unrecognized truth. You really haven't found your passion. So you don't know what you're truly good at. You know that you can learn certain things and you can apply it, but just finding out what really resonates with you. What could you do without getting paid for it? And I always ask myself this, like, Miata, what would you do if you did not get paid? Like, if there was no money, if nothing was monetary, what do you feel like that you could do every single day and not feel like your time is wasted because you're putting value into your creativity and you're really not looking for the added value upon you? So I definitely want y'all to ask yourself that question. What could I truly do without getting paid for it. Now, this day and age, that question is kind of just like, girl, I don't know if I want to answer that. But take the time out to really, really think about it. And that question can more so lead you to that passion that you have inside of you. Just what is your serving purpose? What would you serve people? How would you serve in humanity, in the world, without getting the monetary revenue of it? So procrastination has hit us all hard. And I feel like there are a lot of triggers in procrastination. You want to be perfect. You want to do things perfect. You really don't have the energy to do anything. So you have a low energy. It's like, maybe I need to work out. Maybe I need to eat right. Maybe that could be the reflection of your low energy, to where you're like, I don't have the energy to even do that right now. We all say that. I don't have the energy to do that. Like, why though? Is it because you're not drinking enough water? You're not minding your business? I mean, what's going on? And then there's the overwhelming sense of triggers, when you get overwhelmed and then you shut down, and then it's just like, okay, I don't want to do anything at all. And then there's the distractions. You're distracted by your phone, by, toxic relationships, toxic friends, going out every weekend, drinking, whatever the case may be, whatever your distraction is. I'm not judging your distraction, honey. I'm just putting it out there that you may have a distraction that you're, putting more time and effort into, rather than putting what needs to be put into, as far as what it is that you're passionate about, what you want to do, and what's going to genuinely make you happy. So it's really important that we look at this in changing our words, because we sometimes say, I need to do this, or I should be doing this, changing your vocabulary to say, I choose to, blah, 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 or I'm ready to, blah, blah, blah. And it definitely helps with you just understanding what you have the choice to do, because sometimes we don't realize that we have choices. Your choices are different than your responsibilities. I mean, you're always going to have a responsibility, with your children, but it's what you choose to put value into with that responsibility. You know what I mean? We can lack the responsibility of our kids, and then when they get older, it's like, oh, my baby don't love me, they don't want to be around me. But it's the result of the lack of the value that you placed into that responsibility. And it could be from procrastination, you just being lazy, or you don't have the true motivation within yourself to discover and learn. It's a trend following thing now. Everybody wants to follow the trend instead of doing the work within yourself to figure out what it is that bring you the most joy, and what it is that you truly, truly have a gift to do. And I think that's so important. For me, I value just knowing yourself, knowing what you can contribute to things, because we can go to work every day, go to work, but what are you truly contributing? Because we let everything contribute to us. We're looking for contributions. We're looking for money. We're looking for opportunities and ways to move forward. But we don't necessarily contribute anything to it, so that we're not going to see the true value in what we're putting out. Because what you put out, that's what you attract. Law of attraction, manifestations, it all goes into that. So what are you contributing, and putting aside your procrastination and really digging deep into it to figure out what is holding you back. Why is it holding you back? I always look at, the core values. What do you truly value? Because if you know what you value, and at least your top 5 values, that is what you're going to truly contribute to the world without even thinking about it. You know what I mean? If you deeply value love, you're going to contribute it without even thinking about it. But when you get hurt, or somebody does something to you, then that's where you look at your value to say, I really love this person, they really hurt me. And then your value becomes bitter, and you pick up another value, you know what I mean, because you're learning. And that's okay. Where our values are going to change as we get older. Our beliefs are going to change because we've believed and valued everything that we've been taught. But when we get to learning ourselves and loving ourselves and growing ourselves, our values and our beliefs change within ourselves. And we have to look at that procrastination to say, what is truly holding me back from giving or doing or being my best self? And looking at that and doing the work behind it, and really putting aside, whatever it is, and doing something step by step, day by day, because it takes a little effort. That's all it takes, is a little effort. Like for me, I'm going to keep on talking about my workout journey, y'all, because I'm excited about it. I got in the gym yesterday and I went hard. I brought that pressure. Do you hear me? I was sweating. I had my hoodie on. I had my waist trainer on, and I went hard. And I've noticed, like, I've put aside my procrastination. I've stopped saying, oh, I don't have the energy to it. I'm looking forward to the energy that working out gives me. So I'm contributing to what is contributing to me. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting, y'all. So I'm here to tell you, as my journey with procrastination, like, I definitely see the benefits of just going forward and doing it and not thinking about it, and looking at the contribution of the value that I can receive if I just go out and put my best foot forward. No, it's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to work out like everybody else is working out in the gym, but I'm doing what's best for me. I'm contributing to me so that I can get the feeling, that's going to contribute, good, positive energy to my well-being. So I definitely hope I said that to where it makes sense to y'all, because I know I can ramble, but that's the point of you being here, right? So I want to encourage you to set short-term goals, set long-term goals, but, look at your short-term goals as a way of little milestones. Just like I said, take that step. You're not going to climb the whole staircase in one day, in 1 year, in 1 minute, but step up each day by doing something. You know what I mean? Just doing something, whether it's small as giving somebody a compliment, smiling at somebody in the morning, because you know that you're not a morning person, but you're going to smile at that person anyway. Do it and write it down so that you can see your progress. You can see what it is that you're doing, and you can see that perfectionism is not going to set the tone of your life. You have to welcome being imperfect, being your true authentic self, and letting that shine, because it's not going to look like everyone else's light. There's different bulbs out there. You can get a dim bulb, you can get a red bulb, a pink bulb. You can get so many bulbs of light. And once you truly be your own light, you're paving the way for everybody to drive out their own darkness, because they see you. So I definitely want to encourage you to ask yourself questions each day. What are your core values? What do you believe in? What are your greatest strengths? Acknowledge your weaknesses. What is holding you back? What do you believe about yourself, so that you can continue to move forward and look at your procrastinations and look at the skills and the resources that you do have to put your best foot forward and sparkle on purpose. I want to hear your thoughts on procrastination. I want to hear your thoughts on, anything period that you would like to talk about, discuss. and bring those skeletons out of the closet and really acknowledge them, to put clothes on them and make them pretty, not, throwing them away, but, to make them yours and make them unique and love them because it's you. My Instagram is iSparklebabe. Connect with me on my website, Sparkle Empowerment Coaching. Right now, coaching sessions are 50% off. Yes, ma'am, 50% off. I'm still doing consultations as well. The consultations are free. We can set up a Zoom call and we can kind of chit chat and see how we can put a plan together for you to be your best self and sparkle on purpose. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you soon.